And now for a Next News special report.
In this special report, we're peeling back the layers of a political drama that's got everyone talking. Imagine this, a congressman, not just any congressman, but a rising star in the Democrat ranks, suddenly throws his hat into the presidential ring against his own party's incumbent. That's Dean Phillips for you, challenging President Biden in a move that's baffling to many. But folks, there's always more to the story, and tonight we unravel the true narrative behind Phillips' shocking decision. Why would a successful congressman give up his seat to face an almost certain defeat? Is this a bold crusade for the soul of the party or a carefully orchestrated political maneuver? By the end of this report, you'll see the whole picture, and trust me, you don't want to miss my final thought on why this matters to you and to our republic. So stay with us, because this is one story that you need to hear. Now, before we dive into this political drama, let's address a crucial aspect of support. In the world of news, much like in politics, backing the right cause is vital. Our sponsor, the Patriot Gold Group, epitomizes this principle. In these times of skyrocketing national debt, they offer a beacon of stability through their gold investment opportunities. So consider this. Our debt has soared from $6 trillion to $34 trillion in 20 years, paralleling the rise in gold prices. Patriot Gold Group is not just a sponsor, they're a testament to foresight in uncertain times, and by supporting them, you're bolstering the uncompromising news that we bring you daily. They're, let's say, the Dean Phillips of the financial world, unexpected but invaluable. Call them up, 888-857-9437 for a free investor guide today. And don't forget to mention Next News for top-notch service. The number's right there on the screen, 888-857-9437. Pause the screen, write it down, and give them a call. Now let's get back to our story tonight. We're tackling a story that's more than just a political headline. It's a narrative that exposes the intricate chess game played in the halls of power. So let's dig into the curious case of Congressman Dean Phillips, who recently announced he would not seek re-election, opting instead to challenge President Biden in the 2024 Democrat presidential primary. Watch.
I am. I have to. I think President Biden has done a spectacular job for our country, but it's not about the past. This is an election about the future. I will not sit still. I will not be quiet in the face of numbers that are so clearly saying that we're going to be facing an emergency next November.
So Congressman Phillips, representing Minnesota's 3rd District since 2019, has been a prominent figure, often noted for his optimistic approach to politics. However, his latest move has raised more than a few eyebrows. In a bold statement, he declared his intention to pass the torch in American politics, echoing his own calls for Biden to do the same. But is this just a noble crusade, or is there more beneath the surface? And the timing of Phillips' decision is intriguing, to say the least. He's stepping down at a moment when his career seemed to be on an upward trajectory. Why abandon a secure congressional seat for a long-shot presidential bid? And this is where the story gets interesting. The Democrat Party, as we know it, is adept at playing long games. Could Phillips be a mere pawn in a larger strategy to bolster Biden's image? Let's consider the facts. Biden's presidency has been marred by declining poll numbers and growing concerns over his leadership, especially considering his age. In this scenario, Phillips' challenge might seem like a breath of fresh air or a sign of a healthy democratic process within the party, but we must ask ourselves, is it genuine competition or a controlled opposition designed to reinvigorate Biden's campaign? Now, Phillips' campaign, in New Hampshire offers a peculiar twist. The state, traditionally the first primary battleground, was sidelined by the Democrat National Committee in favor of South Carolina, citing racial diversity. Now, this decision left Biden off the New Hampshire ballot, paving the way for Phillips to make his mark. But this could well be a strategic move by the Biden camp, using Phillips to keep the state engaged and ultimately rallying behind Biden as a write-in candidate. As we delve deeper, the strategy becomes clearer. With no significant Democrat figure willing to challenge Biden, Phillips' candidacy serves as a convenient distraction. It allows the Biden camp to project an image of a fair and open competition, knowing well that Phillips poses no real threat to the incumbent. This is a classic political maneuver. Create an illusion of choice while maintaining a tight grip on power. And the response from fellow Democrats and the media has been telling. Reports from The Hill and CNBC describe Phillips' bid as a head-scratcher, questioning the logic behind the decision. Similarly, Politico's analysis points to the pointlessness of his campaign, suggesting a lack of foresight or a broader agenda at play. This skepticism isn't without merit. After all, challenging an incumbent president from your own party is a risky move, often seen as a career-limiting step. Yet this is where the narrative diverges from the typical political script. Instead of a kamikaze mission, Phillips' campaign might be a well-orchestrated plan to rejuvenate a beleaguered Biden presidency. It's a win-win for the Democrats. If Phillips garners support, it demonstrates the party's openness to new ideas and leaders. If he fails, it consolidates Biden's position as the only viable candidate, silencing critics and rallying the base. Now, this strategy isn't new. Political history is replete with examples of parties using internal challenges to strengthen their incumbents. It's a way to address discontent within the ranks while maintaining a united front. In the case of Phillips, it allows the party to gauge the public's appetite for change without risking their hold on power. However, there's a deeper implication here for the American people. This kind of political maneuvering undermines the very principles of our republic. When parties stage manage electoral process, they erode public trust and diminish the value of our votes. It turns what should be a genuine Democrat exercise into a theatrical performance with predetermined outcomes. Moreover, the situation highlights a concerning trend in modern politics, the prioritization of party interests over public service. Instead of focusing on effective governance and addressing the real issues facing our nation, political figures are often more concerned with maintaining power and influence. This is not the hallmark of a healthy republic. Now let's pivot back to Congressman Phillips. His campaign, regardless of its true motive, has certainly stirred the political pot. It forced the Democrat Party to confront its own internal divisions and the growing dissatisfaction with Biden's leadership. It also opened up conversations about the future direction of the party and its policies. As we approach the 2024 election, these developments are crucial. They signify a party in flux, grappling with its identity and direction. For the American people, it's a reminder to stay vigilant and critical of the political narratives that we're presented with. We must look beyond the surface, question the motives, and seek the truth behind the political spectacle. If you got value from this report, tap subscribe. It's vital to stay informed and engaged, especially in times of political uncertainty. Your support helps us continue to bring you the stories that matter, the stories that impact our republic. Now, as we wrap up tonight's report, let's reflect on the true significance of Dean Phillips' presidential bid. It's not just about a congressman challenging an incumbent, it's about the state of our republic. In our quest for political power, are we losing sight of the principles that define us? This story is a stark reminder of the games that are played in the corridors of power, games that often overshadow the real issues facing our nation. The Phillips saga is more than political theater. It's a symptom of a deeper melee in our political system. It's a call to action for every American to be more discerning, to look beyond the headlines, and understand the dynamics at play. As citizens of this great republic, it's our duty to hold our leaders accountable and to demand transparency and integrity in our political process. This story matters because it's about the future of our nation. It's a wake-up call to ensure our political system serves the people, not just the interests of those in power. Remember, our republic is only as strong as our commitment to keep its core values. Keep that in mind as we head into this next election cycle.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Now keep up your quest for truth with this next news report. And if you found our channel enlightening, join the millions who agree with you. Tap subscribe. Thank you for watching the Next News Network.